3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Forex Trading Show. Forex trading live every weekday morning. Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Set back, relax, and get ready to profit. And now, your host, Terry from FXWithTerry.com.
Get ready to profit. What's up, fellow Forex traders? Quite an update for you here if you like the technical side of this stuff. So I'm going to get a little technical with you. Just tell you some interesting things that are happening with the algorithm. So we're looking at the free trade here. It's a free trade. I'm giving this away for free. If you're watching this live, if you're smart, and yet you're not trading, and you lose all your trades, and all these strategies that they share with you on YouTube are causing you to lose your money, enter a sell trade on CAD CHF and set the take profit to 0.65348. Keep an eye on this. If it changes, update your take profit. If it adds another trade, add another trade. Bid what is relevant for your account. So I will spend a little bit of time up front here. And by the way, before I even get to that point, if you're new to this, just go to FXWithTerry.com, join the free Discord group. There's a section in there for free trades. You can opt in with your name and email address. It will give you the login information to look at exactly what I'm showing you here on the screen. A free MetaTrader 4 mobile app, my automated system, pulling in the trades. You can, this is kind of like seeing through walls. You can look at this and go, oh, okay, I'll open up my own demo account as practice or my own live account, and I'll take these trades. I'll place a CAD CHF sell trade at a bid relevant to my account size, demo account, live account, and you're going to crush it. You're going to crush it. Now, I don't believe we did have a closure. Okay, this kind of brings it up. This is, everybody's like, what's happening? There's this trade and that trade, and the take profit's not updating. I get it. I understand. But I also want you to understand, 99.99% of the time, I am making these slight little manipulations. Once in a while, I have some very smart, intelligent people in the group. They'll catch something and say, why is the take profit different on this one? What's going on with this trade? It's always something I'm doing. This never catches me off guard where I'm like, what? I have no idea. So I'll give you a little idea. So this particular, if you're looking at the free signals, there's a trade here, a sell trade that closed at a $16.01 loss. I did that manually, and I had to do that because the system wasn't copying properly. I'm going to talk about a recent update. Kind of more from a, kind of like Murphy's Law. This is how things work. So before I get into the rest of the accounts, I'm going to try to keep this short, but I love being transparent about this stuff. I don't want to say, there were some anomalies in the system. Don't worry about it. Anyway, look how much money we're making. No, I want to tell you, there were some anomalies. I'm on top of it. Let me first tell you how complex my system is. Listen, that's not a bad thing. It's complex. It is complex to run this type of thing. I run this across 3 data centers, 3 VPS servers. In fact, 2 data centers, New York and London. And over 3 VPS systems, I run 15 MetaTrader 4 accounts, and I run, in each of them have 1 to 2 pieces of custom software on them, each of the MetaTrader 4 accounts, that are running my system. Now, it might sound really complex. It's actually pretty brilliant setup, and again, it took me years to create this kind of stuff. But here's the deal. Here's something that happened. So the developer of my AI software, you can literally go buy this software anywhere, and it won't do. You can go buy it yourself. It won't do shit for you. If you don't know how to program it and have the settings and have the algorithm that's running the base level, I have one server, one VPS server dedicated to my base level algorithm. That's all it does. Is it runs the algorithm, creates the trades, does the mathematics, and then from that server, I copy it over to 2 different servers and I manipulate it, right, with this AI software. So the developer updated the software last April. When I reset the servers this past Sunday afternoon, and I always let you guys know, hey, reset the servers, so on and so forth. I don't want to make this too long, but I want you to understand that I'm on top of it and what anomalies you're going to see. And I'll show you. I'll be transparent with some of the trades I had to manually close at a teeny tiny little loss, so on and so forth, just to kind of get the system to catch up. When the market opened yesterday, after I updated the AI software across 15 different accounts, nothing was copying. No, the AI was not doing its thing. Nothing. My main algorithm, ding, 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 running, taking trades, and none of them are going out to any of the other 14 other accounts. And I'm like, what the hell, right? So I get with the developer, and the developer of this particular AI software is in some foreign country, Russia or something, so it's the middle of the night, so he's not responding. So I'm like, all right, 15 different accounts not copying properly. I have a backup piece of software, so I don't know why the update isn't working at all. So I go to a backup piece of software, which is basically hand-coded type of stuff, some of the beginning stuff that I worked with, and I can make it work temporarily, and I got it working temporarily. There's a couple anomalies with it, is if trades are already open and you don't program it perfectly, it will reopen the same trades, and that happened on a couple different accounts, couple different feeds. It was just a few pairs, and when we go look at the accounts, I'll show you what they were. So basically, let's say there were 2 CAD Chief trades. And in this particular case, if I go over to this one where I had to force this one closed, when I did the backup software, the backup AI software, it opened this second CAD Chief trade again. In fact, I think you can probably look at it. Yeah, so check this out. I'll just show you, just being transparent. So if you look at the entry price on this, 65781. Okay, on this second CAD Chief. 65781, remember that number. If I go to the history, look at this, 65781. So it's literally a duplicate of that exact same trade. And I was like, I could have left it. You could have 2 of the same trade and it will profit. But I was like, you know what? This is copying to a lot of people's accounts, and overall, this CAD Chief, how many ever trades it goes into, if it does, it's in 2 right now, it will be profitable. So this will end up as a net profit when the basket of trades closes. So you're going to see little anomalies like that. And then what was happening was, once I finally got the backup system to copy the trades, it wasn't managing the old trades. So let's say we got 2 CAD Chief, right? We got 2 CAD Chief running, and let's say a third CAD Chief launches. What was not happening was that third CAD Chief had no ability to know that the previous 2 had launched, so the new CAD Chief would have the proper take profit, and the old one would not. So the take profits were not matching. Okay, so I know that. I know the entire system. I'm very intimate with it. So it's not a big deal because none of these were ready to take profit. So I seen it. I sat back. I was waiting for my developer to tell me how to fix this fucking nightmare, right? I can always make it work. But I like this AI software that I use, which is just absolutely phenomenal. So anyway, I went through and had to start updating take profits. And I know you guys, you guys are on top of it. As I was doing it, I heard the messages. People were like, "What about Euro USD? And what about this pair?" And I'm like, "Yes, I get it." And I had said that I had the understanding that I was going to have to close out all of the trades in our system to be able to reset the AI system. I talked with the developer in the middle of the night when he finally got back with me, and he said, no. Here was the issue. So whenever you set up basically, let's call it a robot, right? How you program automation inside of MetaTrader 4 is a bot, an EA, an expert advisor. And it has hundreds of settings. You typically only use 10 of them, right? So what I was doing was I did the software update, and then I reloaded my settings from the old software update. That was the issue. The new software update was a completely different algorithm, and it wouldn't, although the old settings would copy to the new software, it wasn't working. So Mark says the best thing to do in this situation is panic. I was fucking panicking. Not that it's because I was panicking because I'm going to have to remove 15 pieces of software, install a backup piece of software, and then manually manipulate everything. And that's exactly what I did. So I was up all night doing that. And then finally, in the middle of the night, he told me, no, here's what you have to do. Instead of loading your old settings, you have to type in your settings new. You have to save that. I was like, and I know all the settings, right? I'm so intimate with it, I could close my eyes and tell you how to reprogram it, right? So I did that and kind of did it with the test account, and it was working fine. So everything's fine now. If you see an anomaly, let me know. But even a bad anomaly on some, I shouldn't say bad, even an anomaly on a currency pair, if something closes and it had like the wrong take profit on one of them and that doesn't close, I'm on top of this. I'm looking at everything. So nothing to worry about, obviously. Just kind of a bunch of work on my end, and I learned not to do a software update on the entire system blindly without first setting up a test account, doing the update, and making sure it works. Anybody that's done software before, they're like, yeah, no shit, Terry, you probably should test your update before you go. So we're good. Everything's fine. Doug says, made it. Good. I'm glad you're here. So you probably just missed all of the technical stuff. So I like being transparent. This stuff is fun for me, but I also want you to know how much work I put into all the different servers and the technology and the AI system. I just lost my connection. That's interesting. All right, well, stand by. Let's see if I can... Oh, you know why? So this is kind of funny. I don't know why that happened. My mobile phone just died. So I'll plug it in and we'll catch back up. Let me minimize this stuff. So as we were watching, and I'm talking about all this technical stuff, the reason my phone died is normally it's plugged in all night and it has a full charge in the morning. Well, I've been up all night and luckily got my new espresso machine. So I've been sucking down. What have I had? I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 espressos with steamed milk in the last 4 hours. So I'll pull up some comments here while we're waiting for my phone to come back on. Keisha says, yes, testing is a good thing, or all-nighters are in your future. You know what? This was so random. The software, the AI software, this stuff's so complex, they update it, probably once a month, and it's no big deal. But this update was incompatible with the old settings. Well, I should say the old setting files. Like nothing had changed. I just had to go in and manually change the settings as opposed to loading my set files. Of course, once I created all of these new settings, I saved them as set. Part of being successful and having a business is just, I don't want to say failure, but constant fires. And there's not constant fires with my system, but we've certainly had some challenges. So Doug says I made it. Mark said the best thing to do in the situation is panic. Raj says hi. And Keisha is here. Hey, everyone. So I haven't looked Wow, 10 people watching. Okay, cool. So mobile phone is restarting, and I'll pull up the trades and reconnect here. So yeah, so we're good. I know you guys, please stay on top of it. You're going to see potentially weird anomalies where a currency pair has a couple different, the same currency pair on multiple trades has a different take profit. I've pretty much caught 99.9% of it. None of it's an emergency because in the end I just look at the closed trades, and if something didn't close, then I would close it. In the end, the mathematics are going to be the same, which is a net profit, right? So let me reconnect here. Give me about 30 seconds. Just need to click a few buttons, and then I'll be able to reconnect and share my screen with you. All right, this should work. And it didn't. Okay, cool. We'll try it again. There we go. In fact, let me pause this, make sure I'm on the right account. Let's see, there we go. Yeah, so back to free signal. Everything's good. Now I'll show you some of the anomalies. I basically, when the system started double trading, I just shut those trades down at whatever loss, whether it's your bid or my bid. It would be a minimal loss. In the end, it will just reduce our net profit by a tiny little bit. So it's really nothing. You're going to look at, because the market's kind of slow, you're going to look at some of these trades, and I'll show you where I forced them closed. They opened up and I just forced them closed. And you're going to see that it's showing like a few dollar loss. In the end, that will be a net profit because nothing has closed in quite a few of the different accounts. And I have some new stuff to show you today. So there's the free signal, CAD Chief Sell. You should enter it. So let me pause. We're going to go now look at what I call my 10 pip hybrid. And I'm going to pull it up on the proper account. Here we go here. I'm just going to double check. This one I had to do a bunch of manipulations just to get it to work. And in fact, I want to show you here. I'll show you the results. So let's look at the 10 pip hybrid closed results today. So here are those trades that I had to force closed. Okay, and you'll see these come through. We're still at a net profit, $260.19, because we had this Euro USD that closed properly. So that was my manipulation. And I know I say my system never loses, and never loses from net profit. Okay. Once everything closes that's open right now, this will be obviously an even more net profit. But I forced these trades closed because they were simply, the system was double trading. Those trades were already open. I just simply closed them at a base lot size. So it's nothing to be worried about. It would be very minimal. I'm bidding $10 on these, and the minimal loss was what? $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, $80 at bidding $10. So if you're bidding 10 cents, it would have been like 80 cents, right? So no big deal. Or whatever it was, my math probably, the math in my head was probably not perfect there. So that's it. That's looking good. 10 pip hybrid. We're back on track. And in fact, probably in the last hour and a half is when I got the complete update done for the AI system. So everything had slowed down a little bit. I mean, it was already Monday, right? So everything was going to be a little bit, Sunday night, Monday morning. So everything was going to be a little bit slower, but we are not going to. I will repeat, and I removed the message from the group. I had said, hey, we're going to have to stop. We're going to have to close all these trades out, in profit, and then do the update and restart the system. The developer told me how to not do that. I did that this morning, and we're good to go. So no slowdown. We're back in the game. We were never really out of the game. I was just up all night paying attention to the mathematics of it. So that's the 10 pip hybrid. Let's go look at the overall system. I will pause and pull it up here. Let's see. I've started to memorize. So overall system is going to be, I just said that I could memorize all this stuff. Stand by. Let me look at this. Yep, that is not correct. Give me a second here. Plus, I've started some new accounts, and I will share those with you. Let's look at overall system is going to be, here it is. Yeah. All right, so overall system, let me just kind of give you an idea of how many trades we're in without showing you the open trades. If you want to see all that stuff, subscribe to the automated feed. So we're in about 24 trades, and I'll show you the history of closure for the day. So we've got $903.89 in closure, and the trades you see on the screen are the ones that were open. This EuroCAD is in a basket of trades, so it was overall profitable, right? Whether we shut down one at a loss, it's still a net profit. So let me take a look here. I see. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I see a funny comment. What did Brandon say? Brandon said, if I had that many espressos, I wouldn't be able to get any work done. Would be stuck in the bathroom. Yeah, you know what? It doesn't affect me that way. But I will notice if I do that once in a while that I'm out doing something or working on something and my hands like shaking like this. I'm like, I'm good. I needed it. I really needed it. But I'm feeling good right now. So Doug said it was minimal. It was minimal. I mean, that's the dynamics of the algorithm. I don't want people to come in and go, oh, you said it never loses. Look at these losses. Terry Lamb's an absolute lion-ass loser. No, it never loses from net profit, right? And I'm not a lion-ass loser. I will always be straight with you. There you go. You get to see and hear me sip my coffee. So that's the overall system. Now there's a couple new things I want to share with you, and I'll show you something that I knew people were going to be up my ass about, and I probably launched it a little bit early, but let's talk about before I show you the results or the account. So I launched a new feed, which is basically free signals, the free signals feed, but I launched it to subscribers so they could connect to it automatically. The free signals feed was just standalone free signal, right? But it does so well because what does it do? It takes one currency pair from the 22 we trade, and it grabs it, and it trades that sucker to profit. When that currency pair is done, it moves on. It grabs the next currency pair in line, even if that currency trade is 10 deep, and it's 9 deep and it goes 10. Right at that moment, it will grab the 10th trade, enter it, and you'd be like, "Oh my God, this is amazingly profitable." It's going to be more profitable because you didn't have the previous 9 trades. It will always be a net profit. But anyway, so I call it the one profitable pair feed. It is literally intended to be a duplicate of the free signals. Now you might say, wait, Terry, the free signal is CAD Chief. CAD Chief is not opened in the one profitable pair feed. You're right. I made an announcement. I was very generic with it. I said give it 2 to 3 days to catch up. It could take 4 or 5 days to catch up. But it grabbed one currency pair, and the reason it didn't work properly, although it worked properly from the concept point, which is grab one pair and trade it. What it didn't do, because the copy software, the AI software, is not working properly, it just grabbed another trade from the 22 currency pairs. So I will share that with you and I'll kind of talk about what you're looking at here. So this will be eventually, when we look at the free signal, it will also be the automated signal, which is called one profitable pair feed. So let me look it up here. It's a brand new account number, so I want to make sure it is this one here. And let me confirm first. Yes. Okay, I'll share this with you. So What the one profitable pair feed did was, instead of jumping on the free signal trade, which is CAD Chief, it just grabbed another trade and started trading it. So no big deal. It's going to work. Every trade works out. But it grabbed AUDJPY, and you'll notice, because of the copy anomaly, and I wasn't too worried about this, we'll just let it play out. You'll notice that it jumped into AUDJPY. Why can't I draw here? AUDJPY at the same price twice, and then at the same price twice, basically. So it's really, there's probably only two in the system, but I'm like, whatever, let this thing figure itself out, and it will. It'll work itself out. This trade will close in profit, and then what I'll do is I'll force it to trade the exact same pair, because it's really I didn't turn the free feed. I probably should think it. Yeah, because it's different software, right? Different software is pulling from my same algorithm. So eventually, this is a different feed. It will trade exactly the same pair and exactly the same thing that the free signal is. Nonetheless, this is still a valid account. I just haven't done any manipulations on it because it double traded. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to give it some time to catch up, however long it takes AUDJPY to close out. Right? It's all good. It's trading at minimum lot size, and that's how I'm sending it out. Right? At this point, what you would do is you would simply bid a multiply factor of my 0.01. If you wanted to bid a base lot size of $1, I'm sending it out at 10 cents. In the copy trade system, in the copy system called Social Trader Tools, you'd set your multiply factor to 10. So 10 times 10 cents is $1, or 0.10, right? So it's just a multiply factor. Let me look at this here. Yeah, Denise says, at least you know some of us are totally engaged. I think only Denise, maybe one other person is totally engaged. I think Denise catches everything. I will give Denise some kudos here. She caught something that I didn't. I don't know if it's probably been in the last week or so, where a pair was just acting weird. What's interesting is it was an effect of the AI system not updating and me not realizing it wasn't updating, right? So Denise is on top of it. Mark says, the beauty with the MIA system. I don't know what that means, the MIA system. So here he clarifies. The beauty of the system is no matter what feed you're using, it will play out in profit. Yeah, because it's all coming from the same algorithm, right? Mark says, if you trade it long enough and bid accordingly, you simply can't lose. Yeah, that's why I wasn't worried about closing out a few trades that had just opened. And I just closed them. I knew it was going to copy a tiny little loss to everybody's account. But I also knew that in the end, the current basket of trades would all be profitable. Keisha says, I don't even look at take profit, so I'm glad for those that do. Well, you know what's interesting? And Keisha is on point. You don't need to. I'm handling all of that stuff. If you guys had any idea how up this thing's ass I am, like, I watch it. I know it's going out to you guys. I know it's on your live money. I'm all over this. I was at visiting my dad in the hospital yesterday, and talking to him, holding my mobile phone, manipulating trades. It was a little hectic. Of course, then I'm sitting there talking to him, and I look up, and he's sleeping. I'm like, I know I'm boring the hell out of you. So, yeah, I'm on top of it. Pretty rarely, even if I missed like a take profit update when something wasn't going perfectly, which 99% of the time it does, when trades close, I go confirm. When a pair closes, I get a notification on my phone. I simply just go confirm that all of those trades closed in that particular currency pair sequence. So I'm on top of it. I mean, this is on all my live accounts too, so I kind of treat it that way. And maybe even by, I think about you guys, but maybe even by default, you're getting the benefit and the success because I'm making it happen for, because all of this copies out to all of my live accounts. This algorithm was not developed to share with you. This algorithm was not developed as a business. This algorithm was not developed to create a subscription for. This was developed for me personally, by me personally. And I was like, this is so damn good, I've got to share it with the world. I gotta. Derek says, that's the key. Bid properly. I sleep really good at night knowing that my account is just churning away like a well-oiled machine. Yes, absolutely. I do get a lot of, I'll kind of comment on where Keisha was going with that. My system, my AI system does a trade in 2 steps. It will enter the trade, and this is done for speed of operation, right? When there's an entry, it enters. It doesn't calculate the take profit, nothing else. It enters. And then within milliseconds, it calculates the take profit and then modifies that trade. So you'll always see trade entry, trade modification. So if you're copying my trades and you're copying the take profit also, you're simply slowing the system down. It will be faster by you just taking the entry. You don't need to take profit on your end, because when mine closes, yours will close. That's the AI system. That's the AI system. How could that go awry? If your account through Social Trader Tools was disconnected, then it wouldn't happen. However, once you reconnected it, it would get that old closure signal and it would close it, right? So the only thing you have to make sure of, and I haven't seen ever a connection issue with Social Trader Tools. I never have. So it's really not an issue. Hence the reason I use it. Trust me, I've used like 5 different copy services before, and none of them are good except Social Trader Tools. They crush. So not copying the take profit will speed the system up by a little bit. It's more so when you get, let's say you've got the overall algorithm, 22 currency pairs, and 10 of those pairs are 8 trades deep. And there's a lot of volume going on. And 10 of those currency pairs go into a trade in their own basket of trades. And then you've got 100 take profit updates coming all at once. Ding, 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 ding. You're only slowing your own copy trade system down by accepting those take profit modifications. You don't need them. Trade opens on my end, you don't have the take profit, closes my end, closes your trade. If you want to see it, and you're absolutely welcome to, go into your Social Trader Tools, go into that particular trade copier account, and choose to copy the take profit, update it, and you'll get the take profit, right? It's not really a big deal. I just like speed, like getting in and getting out, getting in at the proper price, getting out at the proper price that the AI system is sending. So anyway, we're looking at the one profitable pair feed here. Let me pause, and I want to think. There was a couple other. We'll go look at the Gold Scalper account. I did completely different settings on it. I really haven't looked at it. I'm going to look at it right now. What you're about to see, I'm seeing for the same time. Again, this is a test account. Haven't been real happy with it. Did completely different settings with it, and I'll share it with you here. So no trades open right now. 2 trades closed. I can give you a general idea. So you can see I'm bidding absolute minimum lot size. Here's what I told it. Trade on a higher time frame. Instead of the 1 minute, do 5 minute. Do an absolute minimum bid of 10 cents, because I was bidding more. Do an absolute minimum of 10 cents. Go for $10 a day. Okay? That's what I told it. And I set it at a maximum loss at 50% of the account. In this case, it would be like $5,000. For it to do that means you could have a big drawdown with this. But for it to be bidding 0.01, going for $10 of profit, and for it to do a drawdown of 50%, everybody's losing their ass in the market anyway. So probably not going to happen. But why these different numbers? Why so little money? Because it's scalable. Because I could copy these exact same trades to another account and do 10x. 10x the multiply factor. So instead of bidding 10 cents, I'd bid $1. So instead of $6.04, you'd make $60.40. Round numbers, right? It's scalable. And what that also means is I've basically opened up the equity protection to basically say use 50% of the $10,000 account I've got it running on. So if you had it on a $50,000 account, it would scale to 50% drawdown for you. So if you had a $50,000 account, it would scale to $25,000 drawdown before it started taking losses. So that's the idea behind this. The real idea behind my Gold Scalper account is to be a nice profit add-on, or a dedicated account, but a nice profit add-on to something we're already doing, and I just don't have it at the right settings where I would release it yet. But we're trying. Hell, we might try this all year. This is how it works. You create the algorithm, you get the basics running on historical data, and then what you do is you go in and you forward test it like I've been doing. You put it on real life data and you let it run for a few weeks. Oops, that didn't work out very well. Let me rethink the base level settings. So that's essentially what I've done. I'm thinking there was another account that I was going to show you, but it was the one profitable pair feed. So pretty straightforward. Here we are, Monday. Not a lot going on. If you see any weird trades where it's the same currency pair and it has two different take profits, let me know. But I'm watching it, and it's not a big deal. And even if something closed and it left a pair open because the take profit was incorrect, I'll just manually close it, and it'll all work out as a net profit. So in the end, it will all work perfectly. So that's it. A little bit long-winded today. I apologize for that. I think I just went 37 minutes. So that's it for today. Monday, I will see you July 1st. We'll see you tomorrow, Tuesday, July 2nd. And get in the group. Let me know if you see anything. Let me know if you have any questions. And we are just going to continue to have an incredible 1st of July week. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Thank you for joining us on the Forex Trading Daily Live Show. Get access to all of the free trades with full auto trading at fxwithterry.com. Be sure to subscribe and get notified of the daily live stream. And get ready for your next profitable Forex trade.